Welcome to the New Life Lending webinar, and thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to be discussing loss mitigation, the foreclosure epidemic, and how you can profit from both using our programs. All of your telephones have been muted, and we're going to open up the lines after the webinar is over for questions and answers. All right, let's dive right into it. This is a map of foreclosures across the U.S., and right off the bat you'll notice that more than 1 out of every 150 homes in areas like California and Florida are in foreclosure. Most of the heavily populated states in the nation aren't faring any better. In fact, well over 200,000 homes are going into foreclosure every single month. The primary force creating these foreclosures has been labeled many things. It's been given many names. Some are calling it the credit crunch, the mortgage meltdown, or subprime meltdown. You can call it whatever you want as long as you understand it's here to stay and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. This next graph is going to help illustrate exactly why it's not going anywhere anytime soon. If you see these green bars right here that start tapering out right around 2009, these are the adjustment dates for subprime loans. As soon as the rates adjust upward for these homeowners, it's typically less than 12 months before they enter foreclosure. What you see, though, is that right about the time these subprime loans start tapering out, the hybrids and option arms really start picking up some steam. In fact, this goes on strongly until 2012. Now, most of you are well aware that subprime loans typically have a 2 or 3 year fixed period before they begin adjusting, whereas option arms and hybrids actually have 2 adjustment dates. The first is referred to as a recast, and the second is referred to as the reset. And this next graph, this one right here, is going to give some additional insight. It's going to shed a little more light on when these dates occur for homeowners that are in option arms and hybrids. So the recast, this is when the homeowner has reached the maximum level of negative amortization allowed by their loan, and they've got to begin paying the fully amortized rate, which means their payment is going to more than double. This right here, these lines represent that date for the homeowners in option arms and hybrids. The second date is the reset. This is when the initial fixed rate period of the loan expires and the rate begins adjusting. If the homeowner hasn't reached the recast yet, then both the reset and the recast are going to occur at the same time, and this is an ugly, ugly day for the homeowner. So again, this graph shows exactly when these dates occur for these homeowners, and you can see it goes on until 2012, and that's when it starts tapering out. Just like the previous graph, everything's strong until 2012 when it tapers out. So, with a lag between the time these loans reset and recast and the time it takes to fully foreclose upon a property, you're looking at an epidemic that's not going anywhere until 2013. In other words, the foreclosure boom is going to last as long as the refi boom did. It's a full business cycle, a 5-year business lifetime. Everyone joining us right now at this webinar, I feel, is fortunate that they're in the right place at the right time to capitalize on this market through loss mitigation. So what's happening out there? Well, this wave of foreclosures, coupled with a major tightening of credit guidelines, has created a situation wherein a tiny number of qualified borrowers are choosing from a large number of available properties. The gross imbalance between the ratios of buyers to sellers has dramatically reduced home values. Less demand, prices drop. The reduction in home values has created a real loss of equity for homeowners nationwide. This real loss of equity has a downward spiraling effect because, with this credit crunch, lenders now require you to have equity in order to refinance. So with less equity, you have an even less chance to refinance out of a bad situation. With less equity, you're not going to be able to take out the HELOC that allows you to weather a financial emergency. And you know what? For many homeowners, too, it's not even about the loss of equity. It's the negative equity. It's owing more on the home than it's actually worth. With the most precious asset no longer even being an asset, with a nest egg gone, retirement gone, these people are upside down. They're in a ticking time bomb for a mortgage. They've got no shot at selling their home, and they're walking away. Foreclosures are creating more foreclosures. So how does this affect brokers? In a sentence, they're going out of business. They're closing doors, selling offices on eBay, and that's a fact. Mortgage brokers can't refinance homeowners when they lack sufficient equity. The disappearance of equity has eliminated a large number of potential clients. Mortgage brokers have fewer clients, and with fewer clients comes less profit. Real estate brokers aren't able to sell homes for less than the amount of the mortgage lien. So when equity disappears, so do the listings. Without marketable listings, there are no commissions to be earned. And the realtors that are here with us right now are well aware that you can still attempt to short sell an upside down home, but the chances are slim to none that the lender is going to even accept your phone call. They're just not taking realtor phone calls even more. Another thing is that lenders are modifying the loans of homeowners. So when the loan is modified, the homeowner, they're going to want to stay in the home. They're not going to want to sell it anymore. With the rapid increase in loan modifications, the hard-earned listings of realtors are being lost. And this is going to go on for the next years to come. If you're going to lose a listing to a loan modification, our advice is to make money from it. And that's what we're here to help you do.